What up? Is that my brother Rick? Rick, what's good? Let's wait for some more people to get on here. What up, everybody? What's good? So, what's up, Big? Every day I get up, man. I could do a radio show like every day almost, because there's always something that comes up. There's always something that come up, man. Listen. I have so much content that I ain't even scratched the surface on this information yet, y'all. For real. I have not scratched the surface of anything yet. Hold up. Let me see something. Peace. What's up, Joe? So, Rick, what's good? What's with this? I just want to ask y'all something. Seriously, Rick, I haven't scratched the surface, brother. I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. I did a video last night. I don't know what happened on Periscope, but I did a video, and it was called Before Columbus. It actually, a documentary like that. I did a video, but I guess Periscope, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Periscope. Dude, why don't you clown on Sarah Sutton-Seti? Don't ask me, am I going to do that, brother? I don't do stuff like that. So do me this favor. Why don't you clown Sarah Sutton-Seti? That's not what I'm into. I'm going to say this again, Poe. You clowning. What I'm going to address, though, is this piece that you talking about me pointing, my brother Elijah Farrakhan pointing at me. Stop with the silliness, y'all. Stop with the Masonic stuff. Stop with the BS, man. There is no Masonic stuff. This is just a habit. Okay? Niggas always got to say stupid stuff, man. Because somebody's pointing at somebody, you got to be a Masonic or a signal or a sign or something. Stop. I don't do stuff like that. Poi, whatever your name is. Ali, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You know exactly what I'm saying. You responded. See how that works? So don't ask me about going at Seti, dude. Don't do that. Seti's my brother. Seti's my brother. He may or may not. He may be learning. I don't know. So I don't do stuff like that. You notice I don't call nobody, coons, clowns, shut the F up. I don't do that. Okay? So you're not going to, I don't even know you, bruh, for you to say that. I could say you a plant. I could say all that. No, I'm just, because, brother, you irritate a lot of people. And the thing is that we don't know if you a plant because I never met you personally anyway. Majority of these people that I see on here, I never met personally. But if I travel, I do see them and I do sit with them. But I don't know you, dude. For all I know, you could be setting stuff up, too. To ask the question, when am I going to clown Sarah Sutton-Seti? Don't do that. There's too many people on here listening. Don't do that. If you choose to do that, then you set it up. And believe me, Sarah Sutton-Seti will respond to you. No doubt. He will respond. Believe me, he would. Nah, Rick, man, there's always people always on here got to say something when I'm speaking honestly. It's crazy. So, Don't worry about the point of finger pointing. Okay? You ain't never hear about Sabir Bey being in no lodge. The lodge is me. So, I got to clear some stuff up, though, sometimes, Rick, man. Because dudes love to come out the woodwork. And want their 5 minutes of fame, whatever they calling themselves, whatever they want. I like to give it to them. So anyway, I told you before, content, masters of content, that I'm not finished yet. I can go on for days with this information. So, I know Karen gonna be mad at me because she just called me and I just hung up on her. But anyway, she got to know I'm doing a video live. But shout out to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon was on The View. I think it was The View. And it was somebody asked him about his turban. He almost there. My man Nick is almost there. Nick is almost there. He said the lady, I forgot who asked him, was he Sikh? Sikh. That's people from India. He said it has a Moorish and like a Sikh element to it. So shout out to my man Nick Cannon. People waking up. He's getting there. He's getting there. I told y'all yesterday, Tommy Davidson called me to be on the phone with Taj and I. Told y'all that yesterday, right? People coming, they're coming around. So anyway, a couple of my brothers that used to be NFL players hit me up. And they said, they was asking me to speak on Ray Lewis. I don't really get into what everybody else says. Ray Lewis, if you look into Ray Lewis' eyes, when you look into that brother's eyes, like this, you can tell he don't believe the stuff that he's saying. Let me say this again. Ray Lewis don't believe the stuff that he is saying. He is being told to say those things. That's what Ray Lewis is doing. Ray Lewis is being told, or don't want to lose his position, like most of these so-called black people in these positions. Be it if you're a school teacher, be it if you work for corporate America, be it if you, whatever it is, it ain't just Ray Lewis. And when have you ever had a football player, like Malcolm said, speak when it's an atrocity? Every time something happens, yo, they always got to go get a football player or a basketball player to speak for you. You know, if that applies to you, brother, it applies. So people don't want to hear this right now, which is it's not about you, brother. So, yes, there's a whole lot of followers. There's a whole lot. So, what people do, like I said, I've been in this industry out here for 9 years. I've been in the radio business for 15 years. I've been in it. I've seen it. I've been around it. It's not, I don't do photo ops. I know these people personally. I turn a lot of stuff down. Okay? All right? So, I'm watching Ray Lewis, and I'm watching him. The brothers don't believe, just like a lot of these rappers don't believe the stuff that they're saying. They don't. They're being more motivated by fame, money, and whatever. I'm going to share some stuff with y'all. I'm watching this whole thing. Instead of building with that brother Colin Kaepernick. Arrogant? I guess I am then, brother. If I'm arrogant, so be it. Nobody else thinks so. If that's what you think, brother, get the hell off my Facebook. That's all you got to do. Feel free. Because don't nobody want to hear you right now. Feel free if that's what you think. Because I know I'm not. I'm 100, and I talk to a lot of people on and off here. Rashidi, what's good? So, instead of that brother building with Colin Kaepernick, oh man, Sabir, what's up, Carl? Ray Lewis building with Colin Kaepernick and helping that brother if he wanted him to get a job. That's what he should be doing. Not bashing this dude. Not talking about take that and put it on the field. The only reason why you have these commentators on TV, you have these people that's in school, these people that them jobs, it's because of a term called affirmative action. I don't know if y'all familiar with that. Are y'all familiar with affirmative action? I'm going to show y'all something in law. I commend Colin for what he's doing. No lie. I commend him. And trust me, yo. Trust me when I tell you this. I'm from the streets of South Philly. Believe me. I'm not a dude that grew up around it. I was in it. I was in it. For real. If you know anything about Black Incorporated, JBMs, and that movie State Prop, I was around there in that climate at that time. Okay? So I am from there. So I understand, even though it was 9 of us in my family, my father and mother was married for 50-something years. Even though we still was in the street. Because when my brother got killed when I was 10, my oldest brother, my mother let us go. So it's a whole story behind it to show y'all it's real. So when I watch Ray Lewis talk about his upbringing, talking about put it on the football field, I'm like, well, I put it on the football field. Let this man do what he's doing. Let him. One thing I would say with Colin is that he needs to teach our people what the laws really are and who they truly are. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yes, Carl. So, affirmative action is a federal thing. It's a federal thing. I just watched something recently about a college is fighting something because of affirmative action. They're trying to get rid of it, whatever. This is what's happening. If you're good at what you do, you don't need affirmative action. I'm going to say this again. If you're good at what you do, you do not need affirmative action. Know who you are. Ray Lewis and the rest of these cats that play football on these TV shows, they're not there because they're good. They're there because they have to have a certain amount of what they would say minorities. And minorities mean minor. I don't know if y'all know that in law. Minority means minor in law, which means you have a childlike mentality. That's what that is about. So minorities got nothing to do with numbers because it's really more of us than it is of them. It's way more of us than it is them. A lot of our people don't understand who you are, Sabir. No, they don't really know who I am. That you are the seed that allows the knowledge to generate. Yeah, I know, brother, but it's not about me, and that's what people don't understand, brother. That's why when people talk to me, brother Jonathan, they're really telling me about themselves. Are you following me? So I let people talk. So you're not talking about me. You're really talking about yourself because you're not capable of doing it. Really, you do, but you don't apply yourself. So, brother, they're not talking about me. I don't take none of this stuff personally, brother. None of it personally. Because I told y'all before, I can walk away from this today or tomorrow and be good. Good. I was told to don't talk to people. I know what I put out here for people. I know what I put out here for people. And I don't have to brag about it. That's not what I do. But sometimes the street side comes out. That's what that is, Jonathan. It's just the street side, brother. That's all it really is. I was like that in the street, homie. It ain't changed. When someone would look for me in the street, I would go look for them. Growing up. When I was told that I couldn't walk in certain areas when we was a certain spot, I would walk in that certain spot. That was me. So it ain't nothing. So to him, it would be arrogant. It's not arrogant. It's real. It's real life. They think I just walked into this consciousness. No, that's not happening. Now, so that's why I can speak the real. And that's why I've been speaking the real on the radio for 15 years. You follow me? And didn't care. And kick it with no fear. Because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So, they don't know. So, the affirmative action, and I spoke about this with Ray Lewis and all these other people that's in these positions. I have a gift and a craft that I can show you. But if I was to deal with this affirmative action piece, I can get in any way I want. But the key is, when you get there, you can't say and do certain things. This is why I knew how to take my information, my money, and put it on the radio. I have my masters of all my radio shows. I have masters of my radio shows. Nobody else controls them. And if you ever listen to them, you will hear me speaking the same way I spoke 15 years ago on radio and never stopped. So when I watch Ray Lewis, and I'm watching, I forgot the other brother's name, can't think his name, but he stood up, he acted like he wanted to do something. And I'm watching the Europeans see these two brothers go back and forth with each other on news. Y'all didn't peep that. I don't know what y'all was looking at. But as those two, Ray Lewis and Sean, I forgot the guy's name. Excuse me, y'all, because I don't watch football. I'm not a football dude. Whatever the other football player it was, Shannon Sharp. Yes, that's his name. Thank you. I kind of like him. But as they going back and forth, I'm watching the Europeans. Did y'all watch the Europeans? Go back and look at the Europeans. Don't pay attention to those two, because that's the attention. The Europeans sitting back watching. He had his arms folded. He watching Negroes go back and forth with each other. Yeah, Shannon's cool. He's watching. This is nothing new, people. They do this all day. This is why I said before, it ain't going to be the European that's doing it. It's going to be Negroes that put you back in slavery. Noble Drew Ali said this. Noble Drew Ali said it's going to be the European. I mean, the Moors that's going to put you back in slavery, not the European, yo. He's dangling stuff because the key is that we don't understand what law is. But I'm going to show y'all what affirmative action is. And I hope y'all share this to my man Shannon, Ray Lewis, and all of that. Yes, he did. Yes, Malcolm X talked about that in the 60s. Brother Carl, I studied Malcolm X since I was 16, 17 years old. 16, 17 years old, I was studying on Malcolm. How Malcolm articulated stuff. How Malcolm brought stuff up. How they couldn't get him in the news. And he was trying to get him in the news. But here's your affirmative action. Affirmative action is a federal thing, people. You see that? What the heck is that? Apprenticeship? Really? You understand why you have Negro police officers? It's not because they want Negro police officers, because the police department is under the federal government. The local municipal police, y'all, if y'all don't know, like Donald Trump just did this whole thing, talking about the police, they're under the federal government, municipalities. Yes, it is. It ain't got to do with black folks. So you school teachers and think you perfect. That's why they scared. Okay, you see this? Look what that says. But I'm going to show you something. Now, I didn't highlight this, but give me a minute. I didn't highlight this, but I'm going to do it now. Hold on. Yes, police departments are. Yes, they are. Police departments are corporations under the federal government. But here you go. You see the affirmative actions under the 14th Amendment? But wait a minute. I'm going to show something else to you. So is aliens. You see that? It's under the civil rights, affirmative action, all of this. Civil rights is from discrimination. Civil rights are. So if Ray Lewis loved Colin that much, why he's on here talking about Colin the way he is? Why he's not talking about human rights? You see this? I knew someone who worked for the FBI, and he said that they told him that the only way he got the job is because he needed a while to fill. Yes. Why do you think you have so many Negro police officers? Y'all think, oh, they want to hire y'all because y'all black. No, baby. No. This is why you have the commentators on TV. Everybody getting this? You see that? This is why they have the commentators on TV. So as soon as they finish with him, hold up, they'll go get another one. They go get another good Negro. Hold up. You see that? Persons are under, see that? You see that? To whom the 14th Amendment to U.S. Constitution affords protection. You see that? Under the term person. Are y'all getting that? So everybody that's in law school should know this, right? Everyone in law school should know this. So why ain't this being taught? Yes, Carl, I said that. Malcolm X said this a long time ago. Malcolm said, when have you ever seen, Malcolm said, let me see if I can quote him right. When have you ever seen an atrocity and they bring in an athlete? Think about it. Why do you think you have athletes speaking? Why do you think you have rappers? A lot of these rappers are forced to go speak to the youth. It ain't because they want to go speak. It's not because they want to. It ain't like me going to the hood when I'm in the hood, wherever I'm at, talking to the youth. I'm not forced. I don't have no community service stuff jumping off because I know it needs to be done. And we need to reach the brothers like Ray Lewis. Again, Ray Lewis knows deep down in his soul that something is wrong. Ray knows this. I'm not going to call that brother a coon like anybody else that may be sick. They need help. This is why I don't call nobody. Don't try to get on here and come at me. I'm not going to call these brothers out their names. They need help, yo. They need help. They need real people by their sides. Yes, Ray being forced to do it. Yes. But we need to get this information to Ray Lewis, even though I don't know this man. I don't know Colin. I don't know them. Neither one of them personally. I never spoke with them on the phone. I don't know. So I can't call them out. But I can tell you one thing, how this industry is and what is going on, how they set these people up. I told someone the other day, lose your job and find your work. David Banner as well. What about David Banner? That's my dude. See, the problem is y'all don't get this, right? Follow me with this. Y'all will not support and back the people, like the real people that's putting this work in. Y'all will not back them. This is why a lot of people are not saying anything, y'all. Do you understand this? Every other culture supports. If an Indian person, Ethiopian person, Somalian person, Sudanese person, Caribbean person come, wherever they come, they are supported until they get on their feet. Y'all are not going to support. I have nothing for these people. I know a lot of celebrities. I have nothing. I can't tell these cats not to do that. But I know me that I would use my platform, and I've been using my platform for 15 years to speak out. To speak out. But you know what happens? And this happened even with some Moors. And my brother Lincoln is on here too. A lot of stuff went down with the Moors back in the day. A lot of stuff. And my brother Lincoln will tell you, wasn't no Moors had your back at all. Ask my brother Lincoln Faquam Bey on Facebook. It's Lincoln Faquam on Facebook. You saw him one time when we was in Philadelphia. When I was taking my son when he was 3 and 4 to Atlantic City to help Moors that was locked up. I'm not doing it no more. My son was 3 and 4. He's 19 now. In the snow, in the rain, on my shoulders. He told you the story. No Moors have your back. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. But anybody that needs Sabir's help, I was always there. No matter what it was. No excuses, nothing. I was there helping people. So I understand, and I've been through it. So a lot of them cats, these Moors too, is just talking. Keeping it real. So I'm not going to condemn Ray Lewis. Nor am I going to beat up Sarah Suit and Seti. If I just saw Seti, what, a month ago? And I hugged him. Hey, brother, what's good? But when he came at the Moors, I was the first Moor that went up against Sarah Suit and Seti and talked about it. It wasn't Alim Bey people. It was me. I did it. And Sinetta paid me. Then I broke the DVD up because that's not me. I was told that I should respond to it. So why would I do that to my brother? I'm not going to do that to my brother. Only way I would come at somebody if somebody's trying to come at me sideways that don't know me. That's the only way. I'm cool with everybody. And some people don't like that. Just like the picture was me pointing with my brother Elijah Farrakhan, and the brother said, we in some, what's with the point fingers? Come on, dude, that's my brother. And they got my back. That's one thing I can say about the fruit of Islam. They got my back. No doubt. So, I'm not going to condemn Ray Lewis. He just needs help. He's sick, like anybody else. Back in the college days to force him to... Yes, let me share something with you, Jamal. Many people have done things in college, people. This is why I tell people to keep their stuff clean. If you want to know anything about me, ask me. I never went to college. I didn't do dirty things while I was in college. I didn't do dirty things on the low. If you want to say Sabir know a lot of women, okay, that ain't nothing new. That's been happening since I was a teenager. Okay. But I don't mess around like that. So what they do is they have something on each and every last one of y'all. People talk about the spook that's set by the door. You need to go back and watch it thoroughly again. Go back and watch it thoroughly. They have to have something on you to make you do what you do. If they don't have anything on you, what they do is they're going to try to set you up, just like they did to my brother Bambaataa. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. I wasn't around, but they never told you what year it was, when it happened. So always, when you were doing something, it will always come back and haunt you, and they will hold it over your head. So this is an advice for anybody that's getting ready to go to college or in college. If you run around sleeping with a bunch of football players, if you run around here sleeping with dudes, if a girl run around in college sleeping with another girl, believe me, when you get out and you want something to do, and you want to do something, they're going to say, nigga, you better not say that, because this is what we're going to pull out on you. You remember that time you was in that room licking that girl's click? Remember you was in that room playing with that dude's balls? I'm just being real. Remember you slept with the whole football team? You follow me? You set up. Oh, yeah, they set Umar Johnson up, too. A lot of them was set up. A lot of them was set up. So they don't understand that. So if they got that on Ray Lewis, then, hey, what Ray Lewis should have done, and I don't know if he did this, come out and say it. Come out and talk about it. And then give them the middle finger. Give them the middle finger. The one thing that our people do is that we hold things in. Hold it in. You think you hiding something from them, but you're really not. You're not hiding anything. This is why they do what they do. They say, listen, do what the hell we say do. You're going to rock with this affirmative action, and you're going to shut up, and you're not going to talk. Why do you think I've been doing my radio and putting my own money up to actually put this information out for y'all? And you still get criticized. So it doesn't matter which way you do it. You still get criticized by your people, because people think they know you. Church. What? They trapped Al Sharpton. He tried to run for president. No, it ain't about that. Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson can't run for president. None of these dudes can. See, y'all don't understand the law part. The Constitution says no one but a natural born citizen or a citizen before the adoption of this Constitution can hold any office of presidency. No one but a natural born citizen or a citizen before the adoption of this Constitution can hold any office of presidency. Al Sharpton, Negroes, blacks are not citizens. I want y'all to do this. I want you to do this. I want you to go look up, should the Constitution be amended for Arnold? I said this on many times in many videos, right? Many videos. I'm going to find it. It says, should the Constitution... Funny how they leave the liars alone. Yeah. But I said, I'm trying to find that section. It says, it was a USA Today. How many people remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger ran for office? Yes, he is dangerous. That's true. But see, a person that have anger become dangerous, and they are self-destructive to themselves. Self-destructive to themselves. Well, let me tell you this. This is on the behalf of the, the Moors when they talk. Let me give y'all this breakdown. If anybody on here from the Nation of Islam knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you talked about Elijah Muhammad, you get taken to the elevator. You get dealt with. You get dealt with. Ain't no talking. It's no making videos. There's no videos, dude. You getting taken care of if you talked about Elijah Muhammad. So why weren't the Moors taking heads when he talked about that? Why? Because they just talking. They were just talking. That's it. So when Seti Sarnetta said, yo, I'll pay you to respond to him, I responded. It was called the idiocracy. I don't know why. Don't ask me that. Of Sarah Suit and Seti. That's what it was called. The second one is the one that y'all see on YouTube. Nope. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. 1 minute. Don't believe me. Listen to me. Let me take you back. You remember what I did? I just showed you this, didn't I? I'm trying to tie something in for y'all. 1 second. This is what they should be teaching. This is the Constitution, right? This is what they don't show you. You see that? You see that? No person except a natural born citizen, and look at the spelling of the citizen of the United States, or what? See that? Or at the time of the Constitution shall be eligible for presidency. You see that? Y'all need to get familiar with this. Y'all love to quote the Constitution, right? So I said to y'all, let me take you back, just in case you didn't see this. You got on here kind of late. Let me flip this around. You see that? Alien. An alien is a person within the meaning of the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. Who claims the 14th Amendment? Who claims the 14th? Now, I'm not claiming to have a degree, a scholar, professor, none of that, right? That's in a regular law dictionary. Regular law dictionary. So when you read the 14th Amendment, right? I told y'all to go look that article up, yo. Look up the article. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to find something for y'all. Should the Constitution be amended for Arnold? Okay? All right. Hold up. I'm going to look up, should the Constitution be amended for Arnold? Y'all remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger was running for presidency, right? Y'all remember that, right? When Arnold was running, they said, should it be amended? And it went over people's heads. See, we hear what we want to hear. We're watching Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharp, whatever his name is, on that TV show, on that fake stuff. So remember that article. Please Google it. Google should the USA Today, and it's a Jewish-owned newspaper, just in case y'all don't know that. Should the Constitution be amended for Arnold? Arnold Schwarzenegger was here since, I said Schwarzenegger, was here since 1970, right? What makes you a citizen? What? Why haven't you never seen a real brother in the White House? Obama's mother was Caucasian, wasn't she? His father was from Kenya, right? Nah, not getting this, man. Y'all worrying about him being a U.S. citizen when Hawaii is a U.S. territory. Hawaii is a U.S. territory. But see, y'all looking at that part, not paying attention that your lineage really come from your mother, not your father, right? Could you post it up here, brother Warren? Could you post it up so people can see it? Because I don't like to just say things. I like to prove it to people. Now, I'm taking you back. I think it was 2003. See, we forget things real quick. So the article was talking about, should the Constitution be amended for Arnold? That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, Obama's mother was Caucasian. His father was Kenyan, but he also had a nationality. Okay? David McRitchie talked about Moors. Yeah, we ain't talking about the Moors right now, right? It was 2004. Thank you very much. I was close, right? I said 2003. Now, mind you, I brought that up on the radio back when that came out. I was on air at that particular time in Philadelphia. I heard none of these black leaders talking about that. None of them. And they never broke it down on why Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and none of them could ever be a president. First and foremost, they're dealing with civil rights. Okay? Not human rights. They're dealing with civil rights. Do you understand? Are y'all getting what I'm saying to y'all? Do you understand? It ain't about just Ray Lewis, yo. It's not just about Ray Lewis. It's about a lot of these so-called black leaders, man. A lot of your school teachers. A lot of your city council people. A lot of your police officers, police chiefs. You got a police chief, fire chief, city council heads of all those local cities, right? And they all are powerless as hell. All of them are powerless as hell. No power. The only power they have is when it comes to you and I. That's it. That's the only power they have. This is the kind of conversation that we need to have on radio every single day. This, not condemning your brother, not talking about calling him a coon. I say he's sick and he needs help. They're sick and they need help. That's it. So, let me go back to the Constitution. Yes, he had cheating allegations. So did Martin Luther King. Yeah. Go look it up. Martin too. Okay? So if they can't get you one way, they're going to say, we got to get you another way. I told you when I was in the nation, I remember this. Before I started doing radio in 2001, 2002, my brother, Russell Muhammad, told me, Sabir, this is what they're going to do to someone like you. They're going to give you their woman, give you their money, discredit you, or kill you. I'm going to repeat that again. Give you their money, give you their women, which is their Europeans, discredit you, or kill you. And guess who tried to discredit me? It was a brother. It wasn't even a European. It was a brother. Need not say no names, but when you try to discredit me, you're going to lose and hurt yourself. It's not going to happen. I don't know if Martin Luther King was cheating with a white woman. I don't know. I don't like to get on here and say stuff that's not factual. Okay? I have to do my research on it, first and foremost. So if he did or didn't, it doesn't matter. He's still cheating on his wife. Rather she was Chinese, alien, whatever it is. He did. So when you try to hide things instead of being open with it, because eventually whatever in the dark is going to come to the light. I'm going to say it again. Whatever in the dark is going to come to light. I am not a perfect person, but one thing I do know from my studying and being in the nation and watching Malcolm, I have to be very careful. Okay? So let me show you this back again to the Constitution again. 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States is subject. Subject means that you're underneath someone else. Subject, it didn't say America. Oh, that's in the military too. Oh, you ain't hear me talk of y'all running in the military too. Listen, let me share something with you about this military thing. The military the same way. My boy just came home. They said there's more racism in the military than a little bit. I had talked to an elder that was in the Vietnam War. He said they had a separation. I don't know how it is now, but they had a separation in the military. You had the Negroes. How are we the same people? So it's not. It's in the military. They can't say nothing. The reason why, if Europeans can say what they want to say, so-called whites, they would tell all you Negroes the truth. They would tell all y'all the truth. Okay? They would tell you the truth. But it's the same way with you. With you. It's Malcolm X had nothing. That's why they said he makes King look like a monk. Exactly. That's why they try to do it to the minister. They always going to find something on you, and it starts in college, and y'all pushing your children in college. That's where all their freakishness come out. I say it called higher learning. You go to college and get high. Higher learning. To general public so that they can think about it. There is a natural person. And yeah, I said that. I'm whatever I am. I am a natural person. I'm a live human being. I'm a human being. So you talked about the natural person. So I showed you this, right? But let me flip this back around again. Now I'm going to get off my man Ray Lewis. No one but a natural, it's all persons born. So going back to this, once again, persons are people under the 14th Amendment. You see that? Affords protection. Really? Expressly applies to persons. Compare a natural person. Now I showed you persons, right? Is a... Hold up, I'm going to show you something. Here's your natural person. A natural person, a human being, as opposed to artificial, fictitious person, such as a corporation. You see that? This is what Ray Lewis and them should be building on these shows, but it's too much like right to tell y'all this. Too much like right. Everybody got that? So I've been dishing this thing out, man, for longest on the radio. I'm trying to tell you. And guess what? It was not the so-called whites that was attacking. It was your black folks, your black leaders, your so-called black professionals that was doing it. They'll say, well, I'm paying taxes. Why ain't you paying taxes? Well, I went to school. Well, we need to all go to school. No. Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of the Negro, said that every Negro must be like the English gentleman who studies the law of the land and the interpretation of the court. And he says not because they want to go into that profession. So listen, y'all, this is not about Ray Lewis. This is about you empowering yourself. It's not even about me, because I could care less. Keep trying to tell you. Don't need you to follow me. I'm just here. And I always have content for days for people. You're supposed to empower people. Empower people to do something. Don't sit behind his computer, because Sabir don't sit behind his computer. Sabir don't be here. When you see me travel, you see me talking to the people. You see me in every city, every state, talking to in the hoods, talking to people. So you can speak their language. They don't have a language. Yes, they don't even have a language. They don't have a language. Their language is money. It's green. That's their language. Their language is money and it's green. So you don't make money your God, even though we need finances to do what we need to do. But you just don't throw your money away. My father used to tell us that. You just don't throw your money away, my father said. Don't do that. My mom died trying to keep up with the Joneses. Leasing a car, paying a note on a car that she knows she couldn't. My father was a real dude. My father said, if you can't pay for it, don't get it. My father was like that. Rest in peace to my father too, but my father was like that. And he raised 9 of us, not separate, all in the same household. And he didn't work for nobody but himself. I'm going to repeat that again, just in case it encouraged some of y'all. And my father was in our life until he passed away. 9 of us, not separate, in the same household. For 54 years they were married. Okay? So I saw it happen. right before my eyes. My father said, if you can't buy a car, don't pay for it. Don't buy it, because they're going to get you some kind of way. Yes, my father was, yeah, you already know. My father wasn't no joke, dude. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. So, and all of us came out of that. 9 of us. Over 60-something nephews and nieces. Over 100 and something great nephews. I got a whole bunch of them. And they all saw them. So, though, listen. Anybody can do it. The only person that's stopping you is you. I left school in 11th grade, go to 12th grade. My father left school in the 8th and 9th grade and built a family. My father left values with us. He said, you don't see a Brinks truck behind a hearse. That's how my father was. This is why I keep telling you, you notice I don't wear certain things. I have a white tee and always sweatpants on, if you notice that with me. My father instilled values. Even though we got caught up in the street, we still had those values. So, money doesn't make the man, like Noble Drew Ali said. Free national standards make a man. And this is why we caught up. Because if you start dealing with other coaches, I don't care how much money these ball players have. I have a nephew I'm trying to get to right now that play for Miami Heat. And that generation is gone with it. He's not getting it. The problem is, yo, you have to be there for these people. Other coaches look out for each other. I live in LA. I seen Mexicans piled in a house, 8 of them in 2 rooms until one get it together. And they said they send money back to Mexico to bring their people back over here. We need to get those principles together before we start pointing fingers at anybody else. Even though I know people are like leeches, a lot of our people, they'll try to take advantage of you and never support. I'm just being real with y'all. That's what I want to bring to the table. That's what I want to bring. I don't want to bring pulling down or tearing down another brother. I just say they're sick. But I will tear down the uppity Negroes that's trying to downplay our people. I will come at them. I will come at them Negroes. If you think you are if you think you have a PhD or NBA or CBS and you better than somebody else, I will tear you down. If you think you're an attorney, you know the law, and you're not telling our people what the law is, I'm going to tear you down too. I'm coming at you. I'm not coming at the ones that don't know. I'm coming at the ones who do know. Okay? The ones who do know. Yes, I see this all the time. My daughter sees it too. Good. College is always prepping people to do dumb stuff. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do. Y'all don't get it. They prep these people to be the way they are. And y'all look up to these people. Because remember what I told you. The devil wears Prada. I'm going to say it again. The devil wears Prada. So if you a police officer, holler at your boy on here right now. Because I know some attorneys on here too. I know some of people that does radio on here too. I know y'all on. I talk to some real dudes. Shout out to my brother Hawthorne James, Big Reds. That brother's getting so frustrated with what he sees in this industry. And it's so hard for us to really put real stuff together because nobody wants to support. People just like to take. Negroes like to leech. Negroes love to leech. Not saying, here you go. This is what I'm going to help you do. Okay? So let me go back into this after I got off my rant. So I'm not here to beat up Ray Lewis. I'm here to help Ray Lewis. If he want the help. You can only help. Extend that hand to those brothers. I extended my hand to Colin Kaepernick, the whole 9 yards. We got to reach these brothers. I'm not here to tell you that you need to, I'm not here to push this Moorish information on you. You are a Moor without no doubt or contradictory. That's who you are. I'm not here to sell you no paperwork about your nationality. Just proclaim it. That's who you are. I'll back the rest up. That's it. Okay? So let me go over here with this. Let's go back into the law dictionary. The color of law. This is what your affirmative action, your civil rights, and everything else. And I'm going to show you this. Do y'all see that real good? It's a federal case action. may be maintained against a state officer who under the color of law deprives a person of civil rights. You see that? Title 42 of the United States Codes. Look that up. Title 42, United States Codes. So what these police officers are acting under the color of law because they're dealing with colored people. Okay, colored people. Color. Something. That's who they're dealing with. This is what they're dealing with, people. So they're not dealing with law, yo. So you got a lot of people who are still running around here talking about civil rights. I want you to do this. Look, everything I'm saying, please research it and look it up. Look up the human rights of Ghana. Look up human rights, period, of every other country. Every other country. And watch what you see. Look it up. Every other country talk about human rights. They don't talk about civil rights. Well, there's a whole lot. I mean, that's who we were. Matter of fact, I'm not, you don't have to disagree. It's all love, family. You know, like I said, I'm not on that, and I didn't want to go to that point. But let me give you some history real quick. And I have other videos on YouTube. So here you go. There's other videos I have on it. There's many books and many different things on the Moors. I'm not harping on that, but before the 1500s with Ethiopians and Moors. So today it's basically, yes, J.A. Rogers be on it, brother. He was on it in 1920s. He was on it. This is why I said, don't worry about don't focus too much on Ray Lewis, man. Don't. 1938, will Spain fall to the same Moorish tribes? You see that? They conquered her in 711. The Moors as a race. 1938. Nomadic tribe of Berber and Hamitites, northern Africa. They were dark-skinned, sometimes almost black. So this is what they should be talking on that TV show, huh? What's that, NFL, Fox, whatever that they got? What's that TV show? They got Ray Lewis and them on. That's what they should be talking about. Nah, I'm not going to go in on them, man. They should go in. They should go donate to Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com. Support. Sabir Bey Radio at gmail.com. No problem. No problem, brother. I mean, no doubt. This is the kind of conversation I love to have. Another book that you should pick up. I said this yesterday. Columbus. This speaks about the Moors too. Very good book. Soon I pop this open. See that? The Moorish community remain increased. So, listen, man. Again, I'm not here to beat up Ray. Ray just knows deep down in his soul there's something wrong. Ray Lewis, reach out to me, homie. I'm very easy to reach. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is. If you want to talk, we can talk, Ray. And I'll read half of these comments that these Europeans leaving on these pages on my man Adrian Rouse page, and it's hilarious as hell. Them Europeans on my man Adrian Rouse page is not telling y'all the truth either. I'm not worrying about what that man did in his past. Just be open and honest with your past. That's it. That's it. Just be open and honest. Because a lot of these cats that went to college that was playing with boys and playing with girls keep trying to tell you they the ones that they look for. They look for some dirt on you to make sure you stay in line. And this is why when you watch that movie, The Spook That Sat by the Door, they was asking the women questions. Do he like this? Do he like guys? Do he like da-da-da? They go through these things asking questions. Oh, Europeans going to always look at your books. I sit outside here. Let me tell you something. Europeans sit and walk past my table all day and see what books I'm reading. And they asked me yesterday before, he said, are you selling books? I said, no, I'm not selling books. The book is in my head. So no matter if you take all the books from me, every book is in my head and I can quote them. And this is why I said that you can actually set up a panel discussion with an attorney, a psychologist, a professor, whatever, and I would tell them to bring their books. I will come with a couple pieces of clothes and get on a panel and quote every last one of your books. Share this with an attorney. Trust me. I will break everything down from their books that they would bring on that panel. On that panel. I would tell them to bring Corpus Juris Secundum. There's many volumes. America Jurisprudence. Whatever they practicing in law school. And then I will bring in nationality. That's the one thing they're not talking about. Period. They know. You can't be compelled to be a witness against yourself, people. The 13th Amendment says that. Okay? Can I show you a couple more things before I get off? Can I show you a couple more things? Anybody? Taisha, how you feeling, my sister? Oh, y'all thought I was going to tear Ray Lewis up, huh? Oh, y'all thought I was going to come at my brother? Nah, y'all, you know, y'all love that kind of stuff. I mean, y'all love it. Y'all thought I was going to tear my man Ray up. Let me tell you what my brother Yasin Bey said. And how my brother Yasin Bey, Most Def that y'all call him, he said, I was in the green room in D.C. on New Year's Eve. He said, watch what I do, Sabir. We were in the green room, and he said, watch what I do. He goes on the stage and says, y'all ready for a Most Def show? And everybody said, yeah. He said, no, this is Yasin Bey. That's how gullible people are. Very gullible. So y'all think or thought that I was going to come on here and rip Ray Lewis apart. Yes, I would do that in front of him, but not behind him. But I hope y'all share this with him. Okay? Our job is to teach. That's it. It's to teach. Y'all love a fake title so they can go to it. That's how they do it in advertisement. Fake stuff. But the real stuff don't sell. The real info really don't sell. Nor do they get airplay. This is why I always ask people to support. I am going back to the radio soon. I just was asked to do something in Houston on a radio show, rather it's pre-recorded or not, and have a show in Houston, Texas, a half an hour. So, I may or may not do it. I think I am. I'm not sure. But I'm going to show y'all some more stuff before I get off here. Hope y'all enjoying this. Let me show y'all something. Coercion. Right? The constraint which compels or induce a person or other, see that? Or to act otherwise than freely. This is what the police is doing. That's a criminal offense, yo. I showed you what the police officers operating under. The color of law. Get. They operate. This fly is really loving my coffee. I won't drink it after that. Gotta get another lid. But this is what the police are operating under. The color of law. But none of your attorneys will tell you that. They'll tell you it's police brutality. Police brutality. And the only reason why you got Negro police officers it's because of affirmative action. Okay? I don't know what's going on with these numbers, but it seems like it's going down. You see that duress? Compelling a person to do something? This is what they're doing to y'all. While y'all keep worrying about Ray Lewis. This, if they really cared about the people, they would bring this type of stuff up. If they really cared about people, y'all would talk about law. Okay, people? So I just wanted to say that. I may be back on Periscope tonight. Right? Y'all can rewind this. I'm done. You can go to Sabir Bey Radio, SabirBeyRadio@gmail.com and support. Listen, I'm done. I got to go enjoy my day. I have to have a life like most people that don't have no cares in the world. They don't have no cares. So, share this out. It's been a blessing, not a blessing. It's been a blessing to talk one-on-one with y'all. Don't think that you know me because you watch these videos. If I haven't picked up the phone and talked to you on the phone, if I ain't seen you in person, you really don't know the type of person I am, because I am an open dude. I'm a very open, humble dude. And anybody share that with me, no. If you was around that circle, okay? You ever hear that saying with Malcolm X? They say, have you ever sat with Malcolm X? Have you ever talked to Malcolm X? Ever said a kind word to you? Remember Ozzie Davis' eulogy? That's real. I'm the open dude. All right? I have love for all my brothers, but I know some of y'all just sick. Just sick. I don't agree with the brother that's beating up women, because I just got a message yesterday that a Moorish brother beat up a sister. That's not good. He beat up his girl in front of his children, and he's running. That's a damn shame, yo. And if anybody protects that kind of madness, you just as bad as him. Straight up. You just as bad. Y'all got to get it together, yo. All right? Peace, support.